Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're tackling a project that's close to home. Literally, we're going to fix up that tired, leaky bath cubicle and make it shine again. A good shower is a great way to start and end the day, but a leaky, wobbly cubicle, that's a recipe for disaster. Cracked grout, loose fittings, water damage, we've all seen it, but don't worry, with a little know-how and some elbow grease, you can fix it yourself. We're talking basic plumbing skills, attention to detail, and doing things the right way, no cutting corners. First things first, let's see what we're dealing with. Carefully inspect the entire cubicle. The walls, the floor, the fixtures. Check for cracks, loose tiles, damaged sealant, and any signs of water damage. You need to know the extent of the problem before you start ripping things apart. Look for signs of mold or mildew too. That's a sure sign of water where it shouldn't be. Use your eyes, your hands, a flashlight, whatever it takes to get a clear picture of the damage. This is like a detective's work. You gotta find the clues before you can solve the case. All right, now that we know what we're up against, let's get our gear together. You'll need the right tools for the job: screwdrivers, pliers, a utility knife, a caulking gun, and maybe a tile saw if you need to replace any tiles. Don't forget safety glasses and gloves. Safety first, always. As for materials, you'll need sealant, grout, maybe some replacement tiles, and the right kind of plumbing fittings. Make sure you get good quality stuff. This is not the time to skimp. Remember, we're doing this right so it lasts. Now comes the fun part, demolition. Carefully remove all the old, cracked caulk and sealant. You can use a utility knife or a scraper for this. Be careful not to damage the surrounding surfaces, especially if you're dealing with delicate tiles. Take your time and get it all out. Any leftover bits will mess up your new sealant. It's got to be clean and smooth for a good seal. This is where patience pays off. If you found any cracks in the grout or tiles, now's the time to fix them. For grout, you'll need to remove the damaged sections and apply new grout. For cracked tiles, you might need to replace them altogether. This can be a bit tricky, so if you're not comfortable with tile work, it's best to call in a pro. But if you're up for the challenge, make sure you use the right adhesive and grout for the job. Next up, check all the plumbing fittings, the shower head, the faucets, the drain. Make sure everything is properly aligned and securely fastened. Tighten any loose screws and replace any damaged fittings. This is important to prevent leaks and ensure everything works properly. Remember, water damage can be a real headache, so we want to make sure everything is watertight. Now for the finishing touch, applying the new sealant. Make sure the surfaces are clean and dry before you start. Apply a smooth, even bead of sealant around all the edges and joints. Don't rush it. A neat, consistent bead is what you're after. Let the sealant cure properly before using the shower. Check the manufacturer's instructions for drying times. Once the sealant is dry, it's time for the moment of truth, the leak test. Turn on the shower and let it run for a while. Carefully inspect all the areas where you applied sealant. If you see any signs of leaking, you'll need to redo that section, but hopefully everything is dry as a bone. Congratulations, you've fixed your bath cubicle. Now let's clean up the mess and talk about maintenance. Wipe down all the surfaces and make sure everything is sparkling clean. To keep your cubicle looking and working its best, make it a habit to regularly inspect the sealant and grout for any signs of wear and tear. If you catch problems early, you can fix them before they become major headaches. So there you have it, folks, a solid leak-free bath cubicle that you can be proud of. Remember, doing things the right way takes time and effort, but it's worth it in the long run. Regular maintenance and a watchful eye will help you avoid major repairs down the road, and most importantly, always put safety first when tackling any DIY project. Now go enjoy that hot shower, you deserve it.